Hi all, I'm watching a bit of the Gibraltar Festival live at the moment. I think it's from 3 PM GMT. Look at this position. I didn't know what white was going to play here, and he just moves his king to D2 because it looks as though, I was looking at like knight G2, but then maybe black has counterplay. If black can castle with bishop C5, maybe. Well, he can't castle immediately because that knight's pinned. It seems as though black's in trouble. But it seems this next move now, King D2 protects the rook and threatens like Knight B5. So this is a game live relay for the Gibraltar. That's on board 4 and board 1. Let's have a look at the Adams game. Seems to have a very interesting position, Adams. So he's against WGM Zukova, and This is a line. I think we've seen a video annotation. I did the Nigel Short against Hennigan game in this variation of the Alekine's defence. So white's prepared to give up that light squared bishop, but I suppose there's pressure bearing down on black's king side, and this pawn wedge is kind of dangerous. By the way, I scored 2.5 out of 5 in the Barnet Congress over the weekend. I'm quite pleased with my overall performance. I had some interesting games, which when I'm sort of less exhausted, I might try and look at a few. Oops, look at this, knight d3. So Adams played bishop takes h6 here. So a well-timed exchange sack. It looks as though black's king is in trouble. So black took the rook. So this does seem to undermine the dark squares. The queen's on the light square, can't really help the king much. And this pawn wedge, I played f6. So will black be able to survive this? I'm not too sure. What will Adams play here, I wonder? So let's look at board 2. Oh, that was a draw. So let's see, Slav, which is on the rage at the moment, the bishop f6 line. Oh, white making it very interesting, casting queen side. So both grandmasters around 2600 mark. What was this? Knight takes e5, queen d4. So a few exchanges, and knight versus bishop, and then rook and pawn ending. Not the most exciting game it seems, despite white trying to make it interesting by casting queenside. So at some point soon, here they agreed to draw. So Maze, oh, this looks as though it's interesting. So exchange Roy. So back row, oh, it was a draw anyway, but it was that position seemed interesting. Bit of a repetition there. And repetition there, and oh, that's a very naughty game indeed. Okay, so well, Mays did well rating wise to draw a back row. So back to this Movsian game, I think VBAT might be in trouble here. So it was an interesting choice of opening, just G3 and D3, avoiding a lot of mainline theory, and in a way it's like playing it like, I've seen this kind of strategy in the Basman system with one G4, but without G4, just bearing down on D5 and light squares in general. So this E4, I don't know, black didn't want to take here. Maybe he didn't want an eventual E5 would be powerful, so it just ended up sacking a pawn. But I'm not sure the compensation's that clear. And he got the dark squared bishop, but now this horrible pin and king d2. So he's now attacking the queen. So that's the game, I think, which looks very dangerous for black king. It's still in the centre. So Movsian's pretty high rated, 2708, one of the top seeds in the tournament. So I'm having a look at this game right now. Yeah, so you can join this relay at this address, or just go to gibraltarchesscongress.com and have a look at the live relay. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.